Hey, what's going on, guys? What's going on? This is your man, Real Deal, Steele, coming to you live this PM, Wednesday, hump day, happy hump evening, November 2nd. What's good? Well, there's plenty of things to talk about today, and we are going to crack into all of it, believe it. So get cozy, whether it's with some ginger tea or a stiff cocktail or something in between, because we are going to get down to it, boppers. But before we do, if I could just ask you to smash that like button. Takes a split second of your time, doesn't cost you a dime. Number one thing you can do to help our little slice of the interwebs work through those tricky YouTube algorithms. I want you to smash that like button like you'd smash your first childhood celebrity crush. Also, if you're new here, I'd like to personally welcome you. Feel free to hit subscribe. We've got an awesome little community here, and I'd love to have you on board. And if you feel compelled to super chat anywhere throughout the duration of this broadcast, that's obviously hugely appreciated for time and efforts put in. And if you were a member or thinking about becoming a member or thinking about coming on back, there is a link pinned at the top of the chat where you can do so. It's just $4 a month, starting at just $4 a month. Another way to support the show and unlock some features there. So, yeah, without any further ado, got some really interesting stuff to go over with tonight. It's going to be kind of a fun show tonight. Definitely some fun topical things, as the thumbnail indicates. Elon versus AOC in a celebrity death match. And speaking of celebrities, a whole bunch of them have declared that they are going to leave Twitter. And they all want us to know about it. So we're going to go over that and so much more. Believe it. And if you've got any questions, comments, I'll be keeping an eye on the chat as well. Who do we got in here tonight? We've got the Beef Supreme. Beef Supreme, welcome back to membership. Great to have you back on the scene, if you know what I mean. Love to see that green. Bankston in the hizza. Great to see you, sir. Keith Havens. Marie, good to see you, Marie Potter. Mike Tracy, what is going on, my friend? Braxton, what's up? Emperor Doge, RW. Who else here? Alex, good to see you, Alex. Luminal. The list goes on. So, yeah, let's just get into it, guys. Let's get into it at the top of the pops. I'm going through my notes here. Business Insider reporting. Elon Musk clarifies that Donald Trump and other banned accounts won't be allowed back on Twitter before the midterm elections, if at all. What? Elon Musk said banned Twitter accounts will not be allowed back for at least a few more weeks. This means that the former president will not be on Twitter before the midterm elections. Trump was suspended from Twitter in January of 2021 after the Capitol riot. Elon Musk's tweet about banned Twitter accounts not being allowed back on the platform for at least a few more weeks means the former president won't be back before the midterms. Musk tweeted that users who were deplatformed for violating Twitter rules won't be allowed back until we have a clear process for doing so. He also talked to civil society leaders like president of the NAACP and Color of Change about how the platform will, quote unquote, combat hate and harassment to enforce its election integrity policies. Twitter's new owner, Musk, previously said Trump's suspension from Twitter was a morally bad decision and foolish to the extreme, and rocked the mic like a candle. And he said he would reverse the ban. Trump has said that he won't return to Twitter, but many suspect that'll change. So, what do we make of this? Well, I gotta say, some of the people that are currently listed and serving on the Twitter, what do they call that? Integrity and Safety Board. Looks a little bit disconcerting, I gotta admit. But at the same time, Musk is always one that plays the long game, and he's only been in ownership of the platform for 5 days now, and it takes a long time. Sometimes it even takes a long time, can take a few months even to replace people that you plan on, well, replacing, right? And so, it very well could be that Elon is playing long game here and seeing stuff that perhaps we aren't, and that there's a method to this madness. And certainly all history regarding him indicates that that's usually the case. So, even though this raises a few red flags and some questions here, you also got to give him a chance to work things out. So we're only 5 days in, so let's see how we do it. Do I think Trump is returning back to Twitter? What do you guys think? I think eventually he's going to. I don't think that he'll be coming back anytime in the immediate future. But as most people are suspecting that he will, as he mounts for a bid in 2024, I don't see how he is going to follow through with a presidential bid in 2024 and not be on Twitter. You kind of got to be on Twitter when you just look at the sheer numbers of how many people you could reach. And I know Trump is also sticking to his guns, Truth Social, and wants to promote that platform as much as he can. But I think he's going to come back eventually. Maybe not by the end of this year, but in 2023, I certainly think that's got to be it. That's got to be what's going on. So we'll see. Anyway, next story. Celebrities are starting to leave Twitter. Here's a running list. You guys ready for the list? TV powerhouse Shonda Rhimes of Madam Secretary and Madam Secretary actor Tia Leoni and others in the entertainment world say they're dropping the platform after Elon Musk's takeover. Elon Musk's acquisition of Twitter has some in Hollywood headed for the exit. Grey's Anatomy creator Shonda Rhimes and others in the entertainment industry say they plan to quit the platform now that it's owned by Musk, and self-proclaimed free speech absolutist who vowed to make sweeping changes. I'm not hanging around for whatever Elon has planned. Bye, Rhimes tweeted to her nearly 2 million Twitter followers Saturday afternoon, 2 days after Musk closed his $44 million bid. Here's a running list of other folks from the overlapping worlds of TV and music and movies and sports who say they plan to leave. Sarah Bellares. I'm not super big on celebrities these days, so I don't even know who that is, and I'm sure she's a popular actress, but I don't know who that is. But she tweeted, "Welp, it's been fun, Twitter. I'm out. See you on the other platforms, peeps. Sorry, this one just isn't for me." Toni Braxton, I know who that is. She is a most notable for her R&B music of the R&B jams of the 90s. And she says she's shocked and appalled at some of the free speech she's seen on the platform since its acquisition, and that it's no longer a safe space for her or her son, so she's leaving. I'm sorry to laugh. I don't mean to belittle it, but I just think it's a little bit hyperbolic that really it's no longer a safe place for you. Mike Foley, a retired professional wrestler and actor, says he's taken a break since the new ownership, and that the misinformation and hate seems to be encouraging, has his stomach in knots. Brian Koppelman, co-creator of Showtime dramas Billions and Super Pumped. I have no idea who this is. I have no idea who those shows are. The Battle for Uber recently tweeted, "Y'alls, for real, come and find me over at Instagram and The Talk." Ooh, he's so cool, he has to say The Talk. Come find me at The Talk. Now, I am far from a TikTok connoisseur, but I know enough to know that there's just as many syllables and effort in saying The Talk as TikTok. It's not like that shortens it or makes it any less easier. For example, I understand certain abbreviations, like guac is to guacamole. That makes sense, right? But The Talk versus TikTok? I mean, bro, just say TikTok. Just say TikTok. Yo, man, I'm out of here. Catch me over at the dock. Okay, Brian. Eric Larson, comic book creator and artist best known for The Amazing Spider-Man, reportedly tweeted that the day Elon buys Twitter is the day I delete my account and leave Twitter. Tia Leone, an actor best known for starring in the CBS political drama Madam Secretary, tweeted out, "Hi everyone, I'm just coming off Twitter today. Let's see where we are when the dust settles. Today, the dust has revealed too much hate, too much in the wrong direction." Bill Morrison, another comic book artist and illustrator, who has worked on the projects of the Simpsons media universe, confirmed in a message at LinkedIn that he deactivated his Twitter account because of Musk's takeover. "I thought I might wait to see if he reinstated Trump's account, but instead, he's decided that there were plenty of other reasons to leave, absent of that man's return." Ken Olin, an executive producer of the NBC show This Is Us, and former star of the ABC drama series 30-something. That's an old show, man. I mean, that's an old show even by my standards, and I'm no spring chicken, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, 30-something? When was 30-something? I think 30-something. I think that was syndicated in the late 80s. Tweeted to his roughly 293,000 followers that he is out of here. He then made a plea for kindness and peace. I love how all these people have to make this big statement on the way out. I mean, what's the old saying? It's not an airport. You don't need to announce your departure. And they always try to make their departing statement is, "I am making a stand for love and peace. That's why I'm out of here." Well, you're certainly not taking a stand for tolerance, all right? And I guess it's I don't know. These sorts of statements coming from some of these people, just forgive me for not treating them with the seriosity they are seeking. Marina Sirtis, I have no idea who that is, but she was on Star Trek The Next Generation, which I should be familiar with her because I grew up I loved watching Star Trek The Next Generation as a kid. I better look up and see what character she played. Let's see. Let me look her up quick. You guys ever watch Star Trek The Next Generation? That was some good stuff. Remember the holodecks? All the episodes of the holodecks were my favorite. Oh no, I love her. Boy, I think I had a few dreams about her as a young man. Deanna Troy was a female Betazoid humanoid hybrid Starfleet officer. Say that 3 times fast. Betazoid humanoid hybrid Starfleet officer. I am relieved to report to you guys that I am not a Betazoid humanoid. Under the command of Captain Luc Jean Picard. Yeah, she was the counselor, man. She was easy on the eyes, I gotta say. Well, I'm sorry, I'm actually, okay, this is the first celebrity I've come across that I'm sorry to see go. I'm sorry to see leave Twitter. I can save her, guys. Anyway, and we'll get to the last celebrity on the list here for this one anyway. Alex Winter, an actor and filmmaker, best known for playing Bill in the Bill and Ted film series alongside of Keanu Reeves, locked his Twitter account after sometime after Musk's acquisition. His bio on the site now says, "Not here," and links to his Instagram profile. He made a statement that said, "Elon Musk taking over Twitter, making it a private company with less oversight, has immediately made the platform more prone to hate speech, targeted attacks, and the spread of quote-unquote disinformation. If Twitter returns to being a public company ran by rational actors," I'd like to put that in quotes as well, quotes mine, "many of us will return." Well, Bill, sorry to see you go, my friend. But everybody knows the real star of Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures, Ted, a.k.a. Keanu Reeves. Not to slight you, my guy. Doge Extra coming in, celebrating 13 months now, membership. Boy, time flies when you're having fun. Appreciate it, my friend. Appreciate that. Doge Extra says, I left Twitter, but it wasn't because I wanted to. Yeah. You know, a lot of us have been subject to suspensions or shadow bans and all these other things, and many times it doesn't take much, or it didn't take much, right? It didn't take much. So hopefully that changes. RW says, don't let the door hit him on the way out. Banks Dunn says, they ain't celebrities to me if I don't know who they are. Alex says, sounds like a bunch of babies. Keith Haven says, I don't know anyone you're talking about. Larry Ramirez, what's going on, man? Good to see you in the mix. Zombie Doge Armory says, don't save her. She doesn't want to be saved. Well, you may be right, my friend. You may be right, my friend. Anyway, I just got a kick out of that. So, anyway, let's get to the next one, shall we? Ark's Kathy Wood is betting Elon Musk will turn Twitter into a super app, and something I've talked about previously, and definitely Elon has given us some hints to his objectives regarding that. Twitter may one day look like WeChat Pay, the digital payment service of Chinese messenger app WeChat, Wood said. Super apps act as an all-one. Ooh, that's Remy. She just got in and she's excited. Every time Remy comes home, she's got to announce. She's got to do announce barking and make sure she's the center of attention. Super apps are all-in-one platform to serve a wide range of user needs, spanning instant messaging, banking, and travel. I almost said baking. That'd be really cool if someone could make an app that bakes for you. Well, I guess Uber Eats is kind of that thing, right? ARC founder Kathy Woods thinks Elon Musk might be onto something with his vision for Twitter. He's thinking about a super app like WeChat Pay at the Web Summit Technology Conference in Lisbon, Portugal. Woods was referring to the digital payment service of Chinese messenger app WeChat. It is often used in China for things like instant messaging, social media, and payments. WeChat has been touted by the archetype of phenomenon known as super apps. Elon Musk has already hinted at plans to make Twitter somewhat of a super app. Last month, he tweeted that buying Twitter essentially was an accelerant to creating an X/everything app. Twitter could in the future look more like a digital wallet, Wood said, so you could do all your banking there, maybe something that they're doing with Cash App, the online payments app developed by Dorsey's fintech firm Square. Actually, I have to say, I didn't realize that Jack Dorsey was also the founder of Cash App. Did you guys know that? Maybe I'm the last person to know that. I always knew that he was responsible for Square, but I didn't know Jack Dorsey also ran Cash App. Learn something new every day. Well, I try to anyway, right? You do all your shopping there. You get your loans there. It's your bank branch in a pocket, she added. I think they can get this done. Woods noted a Tesla bull. A noted Tesla bull, said ARK has invested in Twitter as part of Musk's $44 billion deal to take the company private. Musk truly believes in vertical integration, she said. Adding Twitter would be a magnificent vertical integration. He has already designed and is manufacturing the ultimate mobile device, the Internet on Wheels. It's called Tesla Cars, she added, and the list goes on, Am I coming through clear? I noticed on my end that the screen is freezing up a little bit, and I hope it's just on my end, not yours, and I hope I'm coming through clearly. So let me know if that's not the case. And in the meantime, I'm taking provisions over here on my end to cut down on CPU usage, etc. So things will continue to run smoothly. Hopefully here. I'm doing a few things that should help. All right. Next story here. Next story. So Cointelegraph now reporting that MoneyGram is enabling users to buy and sell with cryptocurrency through their mobile app, which is pretty cool. And also, you know who else is doing this is Pick and Save. So both Pick and Save and MoneyGram are doing this. So these are tremendous signs of crypto adoption, and I think these bode very well for the future of cryptocurrency. Now, it's kind of redundant in the sense that MoneyGram is going to take on the task and addition of cryptocurrency because MoneyGram is kind of acts as like kind of a Western Union-esque service. So that's just kind of interesting. But at the same time, I do think it's a smart move for them to get out in front of this and integrate it sooner than later. I think it definitely gives them a higher probability of relevance in doing that. Keith Havens, Steven Steele, have you talked to Jesse Hughes? I have not. I have not talked to him. If anybody knows how to get a hold of that guy, a.k.a. Rock Lobster, let him know that we're back in action. We're doing it to it, and we'd love to see him pop in. I know that he deleted his Twitter alias due to understandably so, privacy reasons. But I really like Jesse quite a bit, and I think he's a great guy, and he and I have had some good chats. So Jesse, if you're listening out there, if you're out there, drop me a line. Let me know what's going on, my friend. Definitely thinking of you. Be Supreme, who's ready for the super surge? I think we all are, my friends. I think we all are. Low Roller Scratcher, did you win Powerball lottery tickets worth $1.2 billion jackpot? No. The short answer is no. No, I didn't. And if I did, I would be finding ways to celebrate, for sure. As it stands right now, Dogecoin is trading a little bit over 13 cents. Pretty typical retracements when we look at the chart in its totality over the week. It still puts Dogecoin up over 75% for the week, which is pretty extraordinary, all things considered. But yeah, still very, very, very bullish. I suspect, if I had to guess, that probably see Dogecoin trade anywhere between 12 and 16 cents back and forth until we get the next leg up. And by the next leg up, I think that will be, aside from being dictated by the state of Bitcoin, it will be dictated by the news cycle as it relates to Twitter. We move forward, and Musk now has left several very strong indicators that he is working on Dogecoin integration into Twitter, and I think that level of integration will likely be pretty significant. And once we get some more solid news on that level of integration, and let alone straight up announcements and release of that to the public, I think Dogecoin will likely continue to take off. People have been asking me now that we've reached kind of a new chapter in kind of the progression of the Dogecoin journey. Do I think that Dogecoin could reach $1 by the end of this next year? Not by the end of this year. I think it'd be very unlikely. But in 2023, certainly I could see it. Certainly. Absolutely. Particularly as integration moves forward and Dogecoin can ascend to new heights pretty quickly, something akin to a parabolic rise. Vegas Baby says, hi, $8 for Twitter, $10 in Canada. I don't want to pay it, Vegas Baby says. Good to see you, Vegas Baby. Well, that's the great thing about it. You don't have to pay it. It's a freedom of choice, right? So some people have neglected that detail, however, and one of those people is AOC. AOC getting in a humorous animated dust-up with Elon Musk over the last 24 hours, which has been pretty amusing. So basically, AOC tweeted something out, and I'm paraphrasing here. And sorry, I would open it up right now, but my computer is running very sluggishly, and it really shouldn't. But once in a while, it'll just kind of act up on me. So I'm just what I'm dealing with on my end here. Anyway, she tweeted something out to the effect of Elon's, taking over Twitter to be a bastion, a stalwart of free speech, only to learn that free speech costs you $8 a month. To which I responded to AOC is like, you do realize this is optional, right? Like, this is an option. You don't have to buy an $8 subscription. You don't have to have a blue check in order to tweet or use Twitter. There is a base free service for everyone. So there's that. Let's just go into Elon's replies because he's been really trolling up a storm here. He's been really trolling up a storm here, so we're going to check into all of that. Yeah, sorry, my dog's making a lot of noise in the background there. All right. So, okay, here we go. So Elon finally responded to AOC's swipe at her. And I think AOC just loves this attention. I don't know. Who knows? I wouldn't be surprised if Elon and AOC ended up dating at some point. That would make for a heck of a sitcom or a rom-com. It'd probably be the most successful rom-com movie ever generated, based off on these two. Anyway, AOC tweets out last night, Lamau, and a billionaire earnestly trying to sell people in the idea that quote-unquote free speech is actually an $8 subscription, $8 a month subscription plan, to which Elon Musk responded today, your feedback is appreciated, now pay $8. And some memes flying there after. But, I think AOC, she's smart enough to know that her argument is, I want to say in bad faith, but she knows what she's doing there. She knows what she's doing there. This $8 subscription. Now, I went over this last night, and due to my being shadow banned on Twitter for a wrong think, I don't think it's going to get that much traction, unfortunately. But I proposed a solution to a lot of the questions that people are having about these checkmark subscriptions. And just to sum it up very quickly, my proposed solution to this is to require a government ID for people to get check marks. And I still think there should be that standard in place for celebrities, actors, authors, renowned scientists, things like this. People that have, and one of those requirements in order to have like a check mark right now is to have several different news articles specifically written about you that you submit to them. Now, in order for anybody to have any check mark, I think a government issued ID should be required to present solely to Twitter, not to anyone else, of course. In order to do that, I think this would greatly cut down on what would otherwise turn into a lot of scammers, a lot of impersonators, opening up accounts with $8 check marks by their names. And that's my main concern about this new subscription model Elon is proposing, is now scammers will have an option to be verified with check marks to their name, and nobody will be able to know who's who. But if they require government ID for anybody to be able to get a check mark, I think that would thwart most of that activity. And then I proposed having a second tier of check marks more of the kind that Elon is kind of talking about, which would essentially be probably a different color check mark, but it would essentially give you a Twitter Blue membership plus all the additional perks that are in development that Elon has been talking about. So it'd basically be like you'd be a verified user / Twitter Blue premium member for $8 a month. So I think if both of these things happened at the same time, I think it would resolve a lot of the issues and questions people have surrounding all this. LeBron James doesn't like Elon Musk too. Yeah, LeBron James definitely does not care for Elon Musk. He certainly doesn't care for Yay. Let's see. B Supreme says AOC just wants to be heard, gain influence. Elon should ignore that idiot. I think he should take her to the next gala ball, that annual one they have. I think that'd be absolutely hilarious. A ladle paywall gets rid of freeloaders. Yeah, I agree. Doze Extra says she likes Elon. I suspect that too. I suspect that when she said, she tweeted out something today and she said, I didn't have my notifications on, and someone told me that a certain billionaire, was, showing his insecurity and can't stop tweeting at me. And yeah, right. She talks so much smack about Elon, like nonstop, and then once in a while Elon will respond to her, and that she's getting those notifications, and she loves it. She loves it. Every time Elon responds to her, she is titillated. Yes, I said titillated. Absolutely. There's no way she doesn't have her notifications on for this stuff. And I know this because a friend of mine who is a verified blue check told me that they get a special note if you have if you're a verified blue check right now, you get a special notifications when other blue checks mention you or do anything straight to your phone. So Diamond Hands Danny, thank you for the $2 super chat. Should have used a check mark with Upshot. Okay, zing. That AOC Elon exchange was hilarious. Yeah, I think so too. I think it's the first of many too. I think it's the first of many. But normal people love him. Yeah. So we'll see. Let me check out what else is on my notes, gang. Got a few more to get through here. Alrighty. Oh, this is a pretty good one. I always love William Shatner. I've always been a longtime fan of William Shatner. I think he's hilarious, and he's so feisty, particularly in his golden years. William Shatner has hilarious response to Musk charging for blue check marks. The 91-year-old actor. Oh my gosh. William Shatner's in his 90s now. The 91-year-old actor told one follower that he had zero plans to pay for false status on social media platform when he already has prestige in real life. I'm looking for the exact tweet here. Here it is. I think the $8 is to submit a complaint, Shatner tweeted to his 2.5 million followers. To answer your question, if I would pay for a blue check, no. I do not need to pay for false status when I have real. Elon possibly thinks people would. Knowing the delicate egos of people online, he's probably right. Oh, I love Shatner, man. That guy cracks me up. If you want to see something really cool, and interesting. He recorded a song with a Britpop band from the 90s called Pulp for a song, and I believe it's a cover song but they did their own rowdy rendition of Common People, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so Common People, William Shatner, P-U-L-P. Look it up after the show's over. It's hilarious. It's really well done. Elon Musk can finally delete that kid's account since he follows fly trackers. It'll be interesting to see if he'll let that kid continue to do that or not, right? Probably not. Probably not. Oh, Washington Commanders. Man, you know, I mean, I guess I get that they had to do the name change, I guess, but like, couldn't they come up with something other than the Commanders? This is so, like, kind of bland and generic, you know what I mean? I think they could have done a lot better. Definitely could have done a lot better there. Let's see what else is on my notes here. So, you know, the whole market, as far as crypto goes, you guys, everything's really bearish right now. Everything, just a bearish day all across the board, from Bitcoin on down to the low cap meme coins. It's all low, low, low. So if your wallet's down, don't feel bad. It's like that for everyone right now. Let's see. I already went over the pick and save thing. I told you guys about MoneyGram. We talked about a lot of Twitter stuff. We talked about Twitter beefs. Yeah, I think that's about it. I think that's about it for tonight, guys. Yeah, kind of not a ton in sort of terms of crypto news going on, to be honest with you. But as I had discussed before, in terms of relates to Dogecoin, it's now in the top 8 by market cap, and I think we're going to continue to see, and when it comes to dog money, I think we're going to continue to see a steady slope to the top. So it wouldn't surprise me if we saw Dogecoin back in that top 5 sooner than later. And by sooner, I mean within the next 2 months here, 2 months or so. Anyway, a bit of a shorter show tonight. But anyway, we've been going about 45 minutes. I want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Gold Frupple. How are you, Mr. Steele? I am good. Good to see you. Sorry you caught me right at the end here, but you can always watch it from the beginning after the stream is over. I will be back soon, no doubt about it. Thanks again, guys. Appreciate the support. Until next time, this is your man, Real Deal, Steven Steele, signing out.